Masala cream of spinach with baby corn is a delicious and healthful recipe. It's also very easy to make. In order to keep the color of the spinach intact, you need to chop it, clean it, wash it, and then boil it in very hot water until it's tender. While it's boiling, prepare a bowl full of ice cold water. We're going to use the technique of blanching to ensure that we can seal the colors of the spinach in, and when you puree it, you get a bright and beautiful green color. Once the spinach has finished cooking, strain it into a bowl of ice cold water. You can also just use cubes of ice. This will cool down the spinach and also help to seal the color in. After that, you can strain it, discard all the water, and puree the spinach into a fine and smooth paste. For the baby corn, wash your baby corn and then snip off the ends and cut them into between 3 and 4 pieces each, depending on the length of the baby corn. You'll also want to remove any fibers that you see clinging to the sides of the baby corn. Now wash your baby corn, discard all the fibers, drain and set aside. In a large cooking pot on a high flame, heat some oil, preferably canola or vegetable oil, and add some cumin seeds or jeera seeds to it as a tadka. Once they are aromatic, add some finely chopped onions and stir until the onions are soft and opaque. Add some green chilies for flavor. Stir again. Once the onions are soft, add some garlic and ginger paste and stir together until the garlic and ginger paste is aromatic and oil begins to leave the sides of the onions. Make sure not to brown the onions, they should just soften. Now add your baby corn. Stir to coat evenly in the spices and the masala. You can add a pinch of turmeric. While the baby corn cooks, it takes on some of the color and becomes brighter yellow in color, which looks very nice as a contrast to the bright green of the spinach. Add some water and cook until the baby corn is edible and tender. This may take between 10 to 12 minutes. It depends on how tender the baby corn was to begin with. You can also add a teaspoon of salt at this point. Once the baby corn is tender, add a little bit of garam masala to this. Stir again and let it cook for a few minutes. Now it's time to add your spinach puree. There should be some liquid left in the pot because you want a creamy gravy-like consistency. Stir the spinach together so as to incorporate with all the spices. Now allow this to cook for a while. Season with salt. You may need a little bit of sugar in case your spinach is a little bitter. Cook until the spinach starts to thicken and lose water. Now add a little bit of butter to this. Stir well. Drizzle some cream on top and your dish is ready to be served.